I too have the power of a god.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got inside my DNA.
神羅転生
I was talking this is wild. Immaculate conception that you tell me this perform like this without you when the weapon. I know you. It's that I got inside my DNA.
Friends for a very long time. We've been doing this for the last year and some change. We've been traveling around to different cons, different panels. We've been everywhere from BlerdxCon to Anime USA to Anime NYC. Last year, we did not do a panel, we did press. We have done Awesome Con. We have done GalaxyCon Columbus, GalaxyCon Richmond. We've been everywhere. If you can see the name BlerdxTrapHouse, you know it's us. And we put on one of the funniest and best anime courts there is. I've seen other ones, and I can tell you they just don't compare. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna use you guys as our measuring stick. So you're gonna be our jury. We're gonna present all the evidence. We're gonna say our part. You're gonna show up and say, hey, I don't believe you. Mario's a good guy. Mario's a bad guy. And you guys can come up. Normally we have a mic, but if you guys want to use your loudspeaker, he has a mic. Thank you. That guy's the best. Give it up for the guy in the back. Oh, look, our bailiff's here. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce ourselves. We are BlerdxTrapHouse. We are presenting the trial of Mario. I am Maul, your favorite friendly neighborhood menace. I am every which way. You can find me on Instagram at BlerdxTrapHouse. You can find me just about everywhere at that name. Judge Tati, you want to tell them who you are?
I'm Tatiana. I'm the judge for today.
Woo! We got it.
And I am Dwight. I suppose I'm Robin if we're getting into roles. But no, I'm here in the Trap House. You guys can find me there every weekend. At the same time, you find Jamal. So we are happy to be here and super excited to actually go ahead and go through all of this with y'all.
What's up, guys? I'm Ray's Arts. Ray, I'm security. So if you're out of line, we got a problem.
So we are going to get started. We see all you guys filling in. We appreciate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the trial. And then afterwards, we're going to give you guys about 20, 25-ish minutes. I talk a lot, so like they'll have to cut me off. But we're going to present the trial. We're going to lay out all the evidence. We'll argue it back and forth. We've done this argument, and then we're going to leave it up to you guys. You can come up with your opinions. You can line up, and we'll hear them out. So, not your wildest hear me outs, because I've heard some wild hear me outs.
All right, so burden of proof is on you, sir. You're the one who's over here trying to put somebody in jail for no reason.
All right, Judge Tati, can you read out the list of charges for the crowd, please?
The charges that are being presented today are property damage, reckless driving, assault, arson, animal abuse, kidnapping, trespassing, stealing resources, and war crimes ranging from attacking citizens and invading a kingdom for resources.
See, I told him, why are you trying to bring this case to New York? You know Mario's from Brooklyn. You're literally going out here and just slandering this man's name in front of all of his people.
So Mario's originally from Brooklyn. How many people know that Mario has a castle? How many people know that Peach was not his original princess that he saved? How many people know that in the original Jumpman game, Nintendo confirmed that that's Mario? Nope, Nintendo.com says it. It's in the book. It's in every Nintendo that they've said it. Just like they said, Peach is just his really good friend. That's why he gets a kiss and a pie. There ain't no benefits. That man saved her 14 times and got no benefits. She saved him once.
She loves Bowser.
He got the
She
pie.
might.
She has Stockholm syndrome.
She might.
She might, but this isn't about Peach. We don't.
This isn't about her right now, all right? Peach gonna have her own separate date in court. So to start off by saying, here's Mario's list of charges. Mario invaded the Koopa Kingdom. Yes, he was tasked, but he got isekai'd into a world and became the hero. You stepped up and did everything, and then what did you do with the riches and the spoils? Because keep in mind, those riches, those spoils, those gold coins that you trade in for an extra life are actual human life, are actual Mushroom Kingdom citizens. The Mushroom Kingdom is a vast, very vast and expansive community. That's why Bowser comes and takes it over. Compared to every other land that you've ever visited, you travel through more of the Mushroom Kingdom than you do anywhere else. Even in the second Mario, which, if you remember correctly, is a dramatic retelling of the first Mario. That's why Super Mario Bros. 2 plays the same as Super Mario 1, except he's retelling this to the citizens as, hey, I didn't do this. Bowser did this. I'm your savior. Sounds like he's gaslighting these people. He shows up, he's arsoning everybody. Bro hits up a pop flower and it's just fireball, 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 fireball. What are you, Zuko, bro? Like you're just throwing fireballs left and right. He travels through the sea throwing fireballs. He travels through the Koopa Kingdom. If you remember, the dry bones never attack you. Most of the citizens of the Koopa Kingdom never attack you. They go about their day because Mario's the invader. Mario's the one who shows up and says, hey, I'm here to save Princess. And the Toads never help him. How many times have you gotten there and they say, wrong castle, wrong castle, wrong castle. If you're my savior, I'm letting you save me.
They're giving directions. That's helpful.
They never give directions. They don't say, yo, you gotta go to World 5, Stage 2, and then that's where you face Bowser. They just say wrong castle because they're not there to actually be saved by Mario. They realize that Mario's the one collecting the coins. Mario's the one doing this. They understand that, hey, our neighbors in the Donkey Kong country, Cranky Kong was the same Donkey Kong that got captured. Donkey Kong 1, Jumpman and Donkey Kong 1 have a long history. So the original Donkey Kong that was kidnapped because he was kept enslaved, and the reason that he stole Pauline was because he was being treated poorly. He was in a cage, he was beaten up, he was taken from his home, and that became Cranky Kong, the same Kong that you can play and interact with in Donkey Kong Country. Now, the second Donkey Kong is the story of Donkey Kong's father coming to rescue him. Yes, I have a lot of background information on Mario because my son's a huge Mario fan. That's where the copy comes from. Now, if you're wondering where the kidnap charge comes from, the kidnap charge comes from actually throwing copy. You invade people's body, you take over their body. It's a body swap. You are not going like this to a regular person and saying, hey, go do this. No, those people are being moved anywhere from their vicinity. Anytime that you are moved anything from, I want to say it's 50 feet, maybe less, might be 500 yards.
That's the biggest technicality I've ever heard in my life for kidnapping.
Also kidnapping because you took a citizen of a different kingdom, not once but twice, because you were upset after he tried to free Pauline. And Pauline
got a lot of feedback, my guy.
Pauline backed up. Pauline said, nah, I'm good, I'm breaking up with you. And what did he continue to do? He took Donkey Kong's father again. Yes, they're all named Donkey Kong. So, very confusing timeline. However, Mario throws a hat, takes over people, he takes over a dinosaur. He does what he wants with reckless abandonment. He drives around the city. He went from driving around the city 8 times and said, nah, bro, I got a lot of money. I've thrown a lot of parties. We done a lot of stuff.
Hold on.
Mario World?
No. The Mario Kart is clearly a sanctioned event by everybody.
Sanctioned by who? Because you're driving through these
By the
people's
Mushroom
cities.
Kingdom. You're gonna act like this is an actual kingdom in charge of their own logistics and infrastructure and stuff like
You're
that.
right. So
you're not gonna sit here and tell me that Bowser is completely in the right. Smaller than the Mushroom Kingdom or no.
How many Mario parties has Bowser been at?
All of them.
Are you inviting your ops to the party?
As a peacekeeper, yes. We literally last week. Literally last week just had the ops in Alaska. Don't do me like that.
For a peace treaty, he didn't kidnap anybody 14 times.
And Bowser being at Mario Party isn't that. Like, he's constantly in Mario Party causing problems. Mario Party 1, he literally sat off of a cake baked by Peach, right? To just sit back there and collect coins. He's not doing nothing negative to people. He's just hanging out, watching everyone run around.
We remember
every
that
time you come over
way
here, you don't have to pay.
differently. Because becoming a superstar in Mario Party 1, you had to actually prove you were the best and you were the superstar. That didn't become an actual party and you didn't have to stop until
that's
third
all
one.
of them, bro. You have to go around the board to a certain point. You're not gonna sit here and tell, like I said, you cannot sit here and tell me that Bowser has not had his own aggressions.
This is about Bowser.
It is about Bowser, but it is. If you're gonna sit here and tell me that Mario is in trouble for all of these crimes, you have to take into account the circumstances.
You have to take into account the double jumps off of Yoshi and the fact that you punch Yoshi to get his coin out.
Look, we all played that particular Mario, and like I said, I told you this before we got started. I would let you have that animal cruelty charge because they doing my boy wrong.
They did Yoshi so wrong.
I would concede that.
That's why in Mario World, every Yoshi is so much bigger than they are in the little ones. They're huge. They're 12 feet dinosaurs versus the 4-foot dinosaur that you normally get from Yoshi because they're a baby. They're
12
freshly.
foot in what medium, sir?
Have you not played Mario World? Tell me you don't have a Switch 2 without saying you have a Switch 2.
Again, it's way too early in the shade. Way too early in the day for shade.
I told you, my son's a huge Mario fan. We dressed up. We had the whole thing. I have a Bowser hoodie in my room at this point. Honestly, Mario's done so many crimes against animals. He's done so many crimes against the community. He's done property damage. When he transforms into these different things like the elephant, he's rushing through everything. He's rushing through kingdoms. He's tearing things down. He's building his own kingdoms and throwing parties. If my ops was out here throwing a party, I wouldn't show up. I wouldn't invite my ops either. But here's Mario. Several women later, several people later.
But he's showing up. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's a situation where he's done so many wrong things to the Koopa Kingdom, then why is Bowser consistently showing up at these parties and these rivalries? Huh?
Did you see the size of that cake? I'd be there too. Like at that size of cake, I'm always there. Like you offer me a size of regular cake.
But that's the point. It shouldn't be a cake big enough to get you there if you're the ops.
No, my boy.
Party cake or peaches cake?
Yes.
Peaches cake. That cake.
I mean,
I don't know how old you are, so I don't want to hit you with an innuendo.
I say it's sad. I'm just saying.
Hey, listen. Like at the end of the day, you'd have to have the burden of proof that Mario's not the bad guy that shows up and does
What you
everything.
mean? It's innocent until proven guilty. You the one over here talking nonsense.
Was he not proven
Bowser is
guilty?
trying to
And
collect his taxes because he failed to pay his taxes. Every single time you go around the board as Mario, and he takes your coins because he didn't pay your taxes.
it's possible because Mario left Brooklyn to not pay taxes and pay the taxes. He started out working with Spike. Spike never forgot that. Spike showed up to the first movie still mad. Like, oh, you gonna quit on me? You a plumber now?
I need to say, is Mario truly from Brooklyn? Because in Yoshi's Island, we see him enter Yoshi's Island as a baby. The
So
sword
he
brings
was-
him there. So he's
he
technically
was-
a citizen of the Mushroom Kingdom adjacent.
Wasn't he, I
So
remember
canonically,
they did
yes, and
something.
canonically, while they're both
There is,
innocent.
it makes sense. No, it makes sense. There's a reason for that. I just can't remember it off the top of my head.
No, canonically they're different people because they were shown as working with their baby selves. So that baby self is a time paradox of what he was because they shown that Mario's not the older sister and Mario and Luigi were born
That
together.
don't even
That
sound
can't-
right.
If Mario's the older brother by any amount of time, but y'all are born together, how are y'all not twins? Y'all aren't twins, y'all are separate people. It's never been said, never been shown, they're separate brothers, not twins.
Wait, time out. They're kidnapped.
Type of twin called a fraternal twin where you're not identical. That's how they look separate.
Absolutely. But if I was named after my fraternal twin and it's Mario Mario and Luigi Mario, I'm mad. Yeah, canonically Mario's last name is Mario.
It is Mario Jumpman Mario.
Yeah.
What about the one guy from My Hero Academia, the one who
I'm mad for Tetsu Tetsu that his parents named him that.
Can we get a mic for the audience, please?
Yeah, they were definitely on the line with Tetsu. Like, what?
So Mario's name is Mario Mario?
Mario Jumpman Mario, yes.
Canonically so. The bailiff is going to go grab the mic, so if you guys would like to line up in some sort to ask questions, we're open for it.
Where do you want the line?
Where's the line start?
The line starts right behind
Hey, I remember. It's been a minute since I played.
Right, get in there, because we
Mario
talking messed
and
up.
Luigi were kidnapped when they were being delivered by the store. That's how
Ain't he being the police?
on that island.
No, I did not want to go first. You're fine. I did not want to go first.
I think there's a few things you're forgetting to mention about Mario. First of all, my grandmother was a Goomba. Do you want to guess what happened to her? Do you want to guess? Guess what happened to my grandmother? First Goomba in the first Mario game. Anyways.
Most of the time it gets jumped over. What are you talking about?
My grandmother was slaughtered by Mario. I want him locked up. I want him dead. I want his wife dead. I want his kids dead. I want his brother dead. I want everybody he loves dead. Kill him. Very chopped up. Kill Mario. Mario needs to die.
That's hard act to follow. Right.
I don't know if that's aggression.
Back up. I'm gonna try. So I think we're not putting these charges equally because we remember in the first Super Mario game, the toadstools were turned into bricks by Bowser. Number one. Number two, Bowser has quite literally enslaved a light workforce of Koopas, Goombas, Paragoombas, and Bullet Bills. He has sentient weaponry at his disposal and command. So everything Mario's done, he's done not only first, but on a much larger scale.
So I wouldn't say enslaved, I would say more dictatorship. It's a kingdom. So that means he's a king and he rules over citizens. You have the choice to go to Kong Country. You have the choice to go to the the Mushroom Kingdom. You stay there. You choose to be here because you want to be here.
I don't think you choose to be in the Koopa Kingdom. We know Bowser is king of the Koopas. That man is a tyrant.
Very much.
Dictator. But is Von Doom not good to his people? Is Von Doom not good to his people? Is Victor Von Doom not better to his people than he's better to everybody else? Is Bowser not good to his people?
Bowser is not Victor Von Doom. Bowser is not Victor Von Doom.
At all. You cannot equate those two.
Bowser is for the land expansion of his people. Peach has a lot of land, and every time that she's staging a kidnapping, every time something's happening,
You say staging a kidnapping to me one more time. This woman does not go to this man's place willingly, unless she does indeed have Stockholm syndrome, which is that's a different conversation.
That's also onset by being kidnapped over and over and over again.
Right, there's trauma there. So yes, if Mario has to keep in and out of Bowser's country,
trauma from the 6-foot princess that can defend herself, trauma from the Super Mario princess that can actually fight in every Super Smash Bros.
Trauma from the giant fire-breathing turtle that happens to know how to play the piano.
And she can run hands. Was Peach not running hands in the movie? Was Peach not running hands in Super Mario Bros?
I'm not saying that Peach can't run hands, but at the end of the day, she still needed help. There's a lot of Bowser.
There's a lot of mushrooms too, and a lot of power-ups.
Alright, first thing. The Mario Kart, any charges related to Mario Kart are bugs. Street circuits are absolutely 100% a thing. Even in our world.
Go to Italy.
They do have plenty of street circuits. To say that they're racing on streets, it can still absolutely be a sanctioned event.
But Mario's racing around the world now. It's
Yeah.
not just the street. It's the world.
They've got a bigger budget. What do you want?
Where did they get the money for that? Where did he get the money for that bigger budget?
Do you know how much money there is in racing?
You know how much money there is in collecting gold coins? Because each gold coin does not count as 1 cent. As
Mario Kart is a business unto itself and therefore can more than likely support itself. You're just talking.
How is it a business upon itself? Where is he making this money? Where's the money going?
Again,
You're putting all this stuff on Mario. Everyone else knows now you're clear.
Do you know how much money these companies will pay to have racing display their signs while people are driving in circles around the track?
There are ads in Mario Kart.
Mostly of Mario Kart.
But look around the map. There's still ads.
Yoshi's, there's Luigi's, there's the other stuff.
Yes.
It's not a ad straight up of, oh my God, come do this. It is a, oh my God, come race in Mario Kart. You should come play Mario Party. You should Mario.
And people are. more. We got cows now. We got.
Hey, listen, that cow was goated, all right? But you ain't never raced me as a cow.
And it clearly has staff, and it clearly is televised.
Right.
So clearly this is a sanctioned event and should not be held against Mario.
Question: who's televising that?
It
Whoever does
it doesn't matter. You're
So
trying
that
to write
means
this
he's
off as
working with
propaganda.
Bowser to get it
You are
televised,
trying to
right?
write this. You're trying to write Mario Kart off as propaganda for the Mushroom Kingdom. And while technically, yeah, I suppose that's true. What's the problem with it? It's still a legitimate business.
Because you have the largest kingdom and you're doing an expansion and your princess is saying, hey, we're going this way,
Bowser
we're going
shouldn't
that
be
way.
coming through and just
Okay.
And Mario gets a castle out of all of this. Mario gets a castle out of her being kidnapped in a pie.
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, he still needs paid.
Does he? Because he's a plumber. Wouldn't he get paid from the city?
He's not doing work for the city. He's doing work for the Koopa Kingdom.
Mario plumb something?
Next question.
Agreed. And I'm still not sold on the time paradox thing. I
No,
do believe
it's
that
not a time
Yoshi's
paradox.
Island is a sound argument that Mario is a citizen of the Mushroom Kingdom.
No,
And
he got kidnapped en route. I have to double check that. At the beginning of that game, you see the stork actually coming to drop Mario and Luigi off at his parents' house and gets kidnapped by, what's the name of the magical Koopa? Yeah, he gets kidnapped by the Bowser II, the magical Koopa and stuff like that. Knocks the stork off route and they drop the babies onto Yoshi's Island.
okay, maybe he was trafficked and the trauma, right? But if he's such a menace to the Mushroom Kingdom, then why is the sovereign leader, Princess Peach, so always asking him for help to aid the kingdom and also throw celebrations, tournaments,
That's
all
a
these
good
parties
friend.
and such?
My good friends throw parties and tournaments and celebrate me, even though I'm a menace.
She does. I'll concede that. That's beside the point. It's not a situation where it's exactly like she said. If Mario's being sent out by the Mushroom Kingdom on a regular and consistent basis to help them, and he's doing it, why should they not take care of him in kind?
Because taking care of him in kind is giving them the lives of their citizens as currency.
That were already turned into bricks by a malevolent presence.
Ah, but who can return them from bricks into regular people?
We don't know that.
We do know that. It's Princess Peach.
It's not Peach.
It's absolutely Peach. Google it.
She is low-key the mother of the Mushroom Kingdom. She must have it.
She has powers. She can do things. She has the same power to return them from bricks.
I still think you're too close to me. But
Anyway, he's innocent.
Mario has kidnapped a lot of people, and including Peach, and I have evidence. Because why isn't Bowser getting charged for kidnapping with Peach? And we're on the trial with Mario.
Because
Peach is willingly going to Bowser's house. And then, hear me out. And then Mario is coming back to take Peach to his castle without her consent.
Consent is sexy.
From the International Society of Equality for Large, Spiky, Fire-Breathing Turtles. And we believe that Bowser has been oppressed.
Yeah, because his need for space has been considered by everyone to be much less important than Mario's, because every single time he camps out somewhere, Mario just comes and takes it over. Do you really think that's fair?
Or jumps into his body. Bowser's inside story was a story of them fighting inside of his body.
Also, just because Bowser has a gang doesn't mean that they're evil, okay? Maybe Princess Peach, wanted to hang out. Maybe, he's, the side piece because, she doesn't like him right now.
No, yeah,
There's another bad boy.
The gang is actually one of those groups on Roblox that has been pointing out, the bad people that's getting sued, so, it's really sad. They're suffering.
So Mario thinks she got kidnapped. That's her story. She goes to cheat on Mario with Bowser. She's like, oh my God, bae, I just got kidnapped. But we all know that.
It actually doesn't make Mario the criminal then, because he's using the resources of the Mushroom Kingdom to go allegedly get back his girl at that point. So that's not.
He's got an evil aura. She left him because he has the evil aura. Luigi's much better.
That's why Luigi and Rosalina Like,
So suppose that all of the charges stick. How do you plan to administer the possibility of life sentence or capital punishment for someone that has multiple lives?
Coming back with Isekai, when he's done getting Isekai, those lives only matter there. You get one life here. You'll serve your life sentence, and we can charge you with multiple life sentences.
I mean, if we're being real, the amount of times that he's died in games and Mushroom Kingdoms, we definitely just go for time served if this is what we're doing.
Time served is wild. Like,
But
you
I mean,
admitting that you lost and just saying time served.
That's not up to me. I personally don't think he did any of this.
You don't think that he did any of the kidnapping? You don't think that he did any of the arson? You don't think he did any of the property damage?
Not in the sense where it's illegal and should be held against them. If these things happen, they have. If
He might be acting as a police officer.
If these things happen,
Wait, arson
they
is legal?
happen in service to the Mushroom
Sometimes
Kingdom
legal.
and therefore whether government action. Not saying it's correct.
Sir, as a former soldier, I will tell you the Geneva Code tells you that you are not allowed to do certain
How many
things.
people actually pay attention to Geneva? We don't even pay attention
Don't pay attention to Geneva and see how far you get. The difference between not knowing and not
You,
doing
sir, are not
makes
going
you
to
not
get me
a
into
criminal.
that conversation in the middle of a convention. We are not.
You wanted to argue with a former soldier. Let's do it.
And I can, but then again, this is not what we're here for.
When you put a cap on and you kidnap and you body swap with somebody, that's a kidnapping charge. When you're kidnapping and making people move against their will, when they die, when they fall, when something
Think about
happens,
what you just
how is
said
that not
there.
a
Put a
kidnapping?
hat on someone and tell them to move.
It's a
That's
sentient
kidnapping
hat.
chat.
This is not a sentient hat that worked with him.
Prove it. That looks like a hat that needs to be sewn up a little bit.
It's lightly worn. It's lightly worn. He's fine. Give him some breaks.
He's got the breaks, but he's also doing 5-year-old things whenever he's wearing that hat, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Not
taking
being
over people.
controlled by some guy who's apparently only like 3 feet tall and can't really, hurt people all like that.
Hey, you're
He
being
has to-
Titus. You're being Titus.
Yes, you're being Titus. You just said Peach was like 7 feet tall and can throw hands by herself.
6 feet tall.
Thank
That's
you.
an average
Thank you.
height.
My bad.
Second follow-up question.
Wait, say it
I
for
don't
who?
remember the specific
Who's
media, but I
6
think
feet average?
at some point Nintendo referred to Mario as the genus Nintendus hominis. If Mario is not a human, could that be used to bypass his right to a fair trial? Or maybe that's the reason why we're here today.
So Mario was actually born as a human inside of Brooklyn. If Mario's not human, then everybody from Brooklyn is a human. And I'm not about to argue that here in New York. My feeling is only so strong.
Yeah, real quick. Where's the same energy for Luigi? You go to the Luigi Mansion games. You want to talk about kidnappings? He sucks up ghosts who are the legal residents of that. In the first game, he sucks up a baby. How do you justify that? This is not a criminal single man. This is a criminal family.
And also found we put them both on trial and they both went down. They said, and I quote, "We murder people. It's what we do best." I was like, what?
Look. If it's a situation where that's what's happening here, then this needs to not be on the sole hands of Mario. We need to talk about Enrico, in which case you're putting the wrong man on trial.
You're moving the bar because it's the Mario Bros game. It's Super Mario. It's not starting out with Mario
But
Bros.
you're saying that, but basically, from what I understand, everything that you're laying out is still coming down from the top of the Mushroom Kingdom. That means Peach. As a matter of fact, now I'm sitting here and think about it. Before this, you were talking about a coup, and I'm like, there's been no coup. She's always been in charge.
Never said there was a coup.
You did, but that's beside the point. My thing is, if you're going to go ahead and try and put all of this in front of Mario, knowing full well that he has been told over and over again to go do these things for the Mushroom Kingdom that he happens to be living in, you gotta basically talk to his boss.
So is he living in Brooklyn or is he living in the Mushroom
I said
Kingdom?
he's from Brooklyn,
I'm
not
so
he's
confused.
living here. He's not been here for years, obviously.
So that means that
Sounds
he's
like
governed by
strategic army
the same
movement.
laws
Yeah,
as
misunderstood
the
vigilante.
people of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Right.
If you're governed by those laws, you should follow those laws.
And he's
Arson, property damage, killing people, those are real people. Those toads are toadstools. They were the ones that saved Princess Peach.
It sounds like they're at war. Different rules.
Is it war? It is. Because even in war, you have rules.
I mean, listen.
We just established that nobody pays attention.
Listen, we just say it again,
That's a real slippery slope when you say nobody pays attention to Geneva.
But it's the truth.
Today's day and age.
Just as a quick follow-up with regards to Luigi's Mansion, I know it's not within my right as a juror to suggest punishment, but there is one specific treatment that Mario receives in those games that I feel like could be recompense if a guilty verdict is reached, which it seems most likely that if you can trap him, there is the option to trap him in a painting for eternity.
What happened to cruel and unusual punishment?
That definitely sounds like cruel and unusual.
Right.
So, guys, we are at our 15-minute warning mark. Try to make your questions a little quick so we can try to get everybody.
We're going to rapid fire these questions if you can. Thank you.
You are all so wrong because Luigi is being financially abused by Mario to do this. Who makes the money in this relationship?
Listen.
Mario. Where's Luigi getting his money from? Mario is withholding that money unless Luigi does the things. So Luigi is innocent. Luigi is a victim in this situation.
He should be a victim.
Okay. Hello, everybody. After playing much Mario and a little bit of Ace Attorney, I believe we have overlooked a very critical point. Aren't the Mushroom Kingdom and Bowser's Kingdom at war?
These are things that have been said. Yeah.
Yes. So technically, do the people in Bowser's Kingdom have rights in the Mushroom Kingdom?
Nope.
Therefore, this case should be thrown out entirely just for the fact that they don't have any rights.
Let's remember, Mario went outside of the Mushroom Kingdom to search through. This was not inside of the Mushroom Kingdom that we're charging him. We're charging him for crimes outside of the Mushroom Kingdom. In the Koopa Kingdom, we're charging him for crimes against other people.
It's the same
we're not charging him for the Mushroom Kingdom.
It's the same
Wasn't Bowser invading other lands?
This isn't about Bowser. This is about Mario. Bowser's a bad guy and got what he deserved. Bowser died. Bowser had a hero inside
Mario,
his body
and they have
fighting.
also had plenty of opportunity to deal the same type of consequences for Mario every time that he's had to go into the Koopa Kingdom, and have failed. So that's not Mario's fault that he just happens to get over on them.
That he has to murder everybody. If you happen to murder everybody, there's no reason that you can not get stopped. Next
So
question.
I'd like to present an argument that Mario is not guilty of arson. So I want to ask one clarifying question for the judge, which is, in any Mario game, did Mario burn down the house or castle of another person?
I do not. I don't know.
Okay. But I wanted to just ask. So the definition of arson, and I'm going to go by a common law definition because even though he was in Brooklyn, I would say that the kingdom sits outside of that. And the common law definition is the malicious burning of the dwelling of another. If Mario never burned down a dwelling, which is a place where people live and sleep, then he cannot be convicted of arson at the common law definition that exists. Sorry, I'm going to write law.
He actually burned down the castle when he dropped Bowser into the lava. So the castle burns.
The castle burned down, but it wasn't. The castle burned down, but it wasn't of his reckless doing, malicious doing.
Did he not drop him into the lava? Did he not step on the part that had him go down? Because if this was an actual trial of arson, we would have him there to get tried by a fire marshal. A fire marshal would say, you started the fire, you did this, you are led to be responsible. You are led to do the act. It is not about who actually failed, who actually did what. You dropped the act. You dropped Bowser.
Why does Bowser
burned
have
it
rights in
down.
the first place?
Why does Bowser have a switch?
It's not about me. It's about Bowser. Bowser's aesthetic is Bowser's aesthetic.
If Bowser's aesthetic actually decides to set his own house on fire because of the fact that he was being reckless when he got into a fight, that's Bowser's problem, not necessarily Mario.
It's his king. No king shame.
Right. No one's doing that. I'm just saying, if he set the fire, I mean, if he had the thing to set the fire, he set the fire.
Apologies, guys. We only need 5 minutes to deliberate.
Quick, I'm gonna make it quick. So first and foremost, from Brooklyn to the Mushroom Kingdom, he was definitely Isekai. Mario is the Isekai protagonist. Bowser is clearly the villain. Everything that was already happening when he got there. It's a whole new world, different video game rules. Mario's just doing what the Toad said that he needed to do so he can go get the bag. Mario is a simp. It's not his fault that Peach is reciprocating. Mario is the nice guy. That's why Peach always eventually come back to him, but then she get bored with the nice guy, want to hang out with the bad boy. That's not Mario's fault.
He's still chasing the
wrong person is on trial here. And I'm not going to talk any crap about Peach because, you know, she's a grown woman. She can do whatever she want to do. That's their relationship. That's what they like. That's what they like. But Mario shouldn't be on trial for being a simp. Because if Mario's on trial, everybody in this bitch gotta be on trial.
So I'm just wondering, because this relates to like Mario Kart and all that stuff. Some of the items in those boxes, I'm wondering where the hell they get them from, because I'm pretty sure like half of them are WMDs just waiting to be picked up by random children and in city maps and all that, and they're just laying them out there like willy-nilly like that. It's like, oh yeah, that'll be fine. Totally no kid's gonna get like a bullet bill and ram into a house like that. No, of course not.
Giant bullets, red shells, green shells, stars, blue shells.
I mean, hold on. Do you see any actual property damage being done on the track?
Would you give a kid a bomb? You crash through stuff. You blow up a bomb. You blow up people. You're driving around the
Not the actual combatants. Yes, the combatants are taking all types of heat, but they're there for that. I'm talking about the actual track.
Yeah, you break up the actual side of the road, you break up the track, there are bombs going off. There's a bullet flying through the middle of the race.
I haven't played Mario Worlds yet, so
you can still damage the Goombas, the cows, the everything as you drive through every Mario Kart from 1 through 8. And yes, I have played every single one, 1 through 8.
It sounds like a switch.
And I will say, some of the maps are cities, so like whenever someone gets a bullet bill or like, you know, a power star and all that, and they ran through the cars, they're not alive, they're dead. So I don't know how the hell they're not.
They're blowing through cars.
I don't know how the hell they're not, you know, throwing the Hague at this point for being a war criminal for killing civilians.
I call on behalf of the interactive community to state that the space is not a part of the Mushroom Kingdom, and therefore Rainbow Road is illegal. It cannot be used as a track space. Is not part of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Except Mario has Super Mario Galaxy.
No, I know that. She's taking
Alright, I think we're gonna end on you Colonel Mustang?
Yeah, I am.
Alright, we just interviewed Crystal K, so if y'all follow us on Instagram, y'all follow us on YouTube, you will see all of our stuff. We literally did that yesterday. IG is BlerdxTrapHouse.
Spell it like Hunter.
BlerdxTrapHouse. All right, so I got a really quick question. Remind me, what are the charges against Mario right now? Because I feel like we're missing one.
Property damage, reckless driving, assault, arson, animal abuse, kidnapping, trespassing, stealing resources, and war crimes ranging from attacking citizens and invading a kingdom for resources.
Thank you, Your Honor. Time's up. Now, so, one of the things I don't think we're considering, and I am not prepared to be up here, but a question I'd like to consider is, have we discussed his Olympic and sport duping allegations? The fact that this man can somehow compete and keep up with Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not part of that fandom. I don't know much about that guy, but yo, he breaks the speed barrier and probably some other shit very easily. So how is he keeping up with that?
I wonder that same question. Like, he's definitely on something and he gets away with being a doctor. He is a doctor with no doctorate. He's a plumber, a doctor, a fighter, everything in a race.
There are plenty of doctors with honorary doctorates out there. Don't try.
Honorary and giving out medicine is crazy.
He's from Brooklyn. Listen, I know Brooklyn people, they can move fast, but not that fast.
Yeah. Thank you, Colonel Mustang. So at this time, we are going to throw it over to you guys. You guys are our measuring stick to say, hey, this is how it's done. So we're going to get a count. We're going to raise your hand if you think it's guilty. If Mario is guilty, please raise your hand at this point. Woo! That is a lot of hands. That is a lot of hands. I don't think we need to count. Also, Mr. Court here. Where's he at?
He's right here.
Now, Mario, real quick, we're going to ask, do you, after hearing all these crimes, do you still find yourself guilty?
No.
Can we get a raise of hands along with Mario for all the not guilty in the crowd?
So you not
he's guilty. You guys have been a fantastic crowd. I will try to do as much editing of this. I got like 3 different angles to edit, but we will get it out either this Sunday or next Sunday. You can follow us on BlerdxTrapHouse at YouTube. You see the pictures of yourself if you go up there because y'all are in the crowd. We will be right outside the door. If you guys want to take pictures with us, want to say something, want to suggest the next panel, we travel around to a bunch of different cons. I myself, I am from the BMV region. I travel so many different places, all around to every which way. I don't mind coming out to do anything, debate anybody on any topic. I am there. Ask my wife. She's tired of it. My great judge, my friends over here, Philly, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Chicago. We travel from every which way to be here with you guys. You guys were great. Thank you guys. Can you give yourselves a round of applause real quick?
Real quick. If you guys want us to come back next year, you have to let your voices be known, all right? Guys, let everybody know about this event so we can come back, all right?
I want to go to Comic-Con. It's been my biggest dream since I was 14 to come to Comic-Con. We started doing these one day because we went to AwesomeCon and my wife fell in love and she said, oh my God, I need to come back to this. When we went to BlerdCon. We went to BlerdCon one time, we did a panel, we put Aaron on trial, and we've never stopped since. We do trials every Sunday. You follow us on YouTube.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta we'll come back and talk about Aaron. That's the conversation.
It's ridiculous. I'm all for it. I'm like, yo, let's do as much research as possible. I am here for all the research.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Follow us on Instagram.